Alright, here we go. Welcome back. This is Sunday Night Fights, sponsored by Relic Entertainment and GameReplays.org. I'm Omnipoli Tyfunk.
And I'm Biospot.
Oh man, vent lag, yo. We just can't do it. It's no fair. They get to sit next to each other, you know? They can like hit those cues. Alright, we're going to have to work something else with that. But alright, here we are. I'm very much enjoying episode number 2. We now have Wu with a 2-1 lead, looking to close it out as allies on Angeville against Seb. And Seb's not a big PE player. I wonder which faction he's going to choose. I hope Pez has got his overlay all set up correctly. But I want to see some bobbing and weaving. Show me Rocky Balboa, baby. Or not, or...
Hasta la vista, baby.
Survey, ride, glide.
I think my favorite part of that is in black and white, Robert De Niro, Raging Bull. What an incredible performance. If any of you young kids haven't seen that movie, pick it up. You will enjoy it. It is awesome. So, what do we got here for factions? What's the matchup going to be? Let me know, BioSparks.
We've got Seb going as Wehrmacht in the south against Wu's Americans. So the thing is, though, about this map is quite a lot of Wehrmacht players do think, you know, it's hard for Wehrmacht, you know, especially on Angeville, that Americans can use the hedges in the south to stall you and cutting off from the fuel, etc. So, you know, Aimstrong especially has a lot of difficulty on this map, so it annoys him greatly. So if he says it's annoying, then I'm pretty sure most Wehrmacht players would do as well. But seeing Wu's American play last game, in game 2, was just so brutal. So I'm sure he's gonna, if he goes bars again, I'm sure he's just gonna be doing like some crazy flanks.
I wonder why Seb isn't going Panzerly, you know, because I think that in the vanilla matchup, I think the Allies, you know, have a great chance to win this. At least that's what we saw mostly in Season 2. And, you know, whether it's quick bars or quick M8 or right side infantry company to blow out a pack with an early off-map call-in, there are all sorts of tools the Allies can use flanking. This is, you know, flanking dream map. It's interesting to see Seb has gone Wehrmacht, and I'm really curious, we'll have to ask him afterward, if that's just his style, if he's just a vanilla kind of guy, you know, there are people that are like that, or if he feels that, you know, his Wehrmacht would be stronger than potential PE. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, I've never seen a PE Seb replay. Have you?
I remember when I took a break from COH and I was playing World of Warcraft. Anyway, during the...
Curse you!
Was it the beta?
Curse you! How dare you speak those words in these hallowed halls?
In when the beta was out for the patch, I believe GR hosted a tournament, and I think Seb played PE on Angeville in that map, and he used like Luftwaffe doctrine to use like the Schwimmwagen to like really great use. But that's the last time I've ever seen him play PE, so unless he's probably never picked it up ever again, who knows. So I'm pretty sure Seb is just going to stick to what he knows best, and that would be vanilla.
I'm also curious to see if we have one of these kind of like blitz lightning fast games. We've had 3 really hyper-aggressive, hyper-decisive, 3 short, violent games, and I wonder if this one could stretch out a little longer. I'm hoping that Seb can play a good Wehrmacht and control what he needs in the map and play his game and, you know, not get run off, because if he gets run off, that's it. We're done. Wu is in the lead here, and he's playing to move on to the title fight next weekend, and he might just do it right here. So let's see. We're paused at 5 seconds. Who are you going to follow, Bio?
I'll be following Seb.
Ah, cool. All right, so I'll be following Wu. I'm Americans. You're Wehrmacht. Pez Reborn is rocking it. You guys got to give him a break too. This is his first time he's ever been the sender. NTD and Budweiser weren't available today, so big thanks to Pez that we have a show. You guys are like complaining. We're happy that we have a show. All right, so thank you, Pez. You've been awesome, and let's get this thing counted out. We're paused at 5 seconds. Gonna unpause in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unpause. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And no 4ES funny business from Wu. It's a classic barracks opening.
Yeah, Seb's doing the same 3 pyro build, so I'm guessing, if I can remember vaguely from the previous game, he was going to go Volk, double Volk, MG, and Sniper. So it's like Volk, Sniper, and G, except with the 3 Pioneers, but it didn't work so well last game, so you might switch it up, who knows.
Alright, my rifles are a-building. Pez got lots of less than sign 3s in the chat, so hopefully that'll make him feel better. It's not his fault that his computer tried to explode on him in the middle of Sunday Night Fights, but was that a quick reboot or what? I mean, the guy's got some great tech. So here we go. The Wehrmacht quarters coming up way up at the front. I wonder if he'll build the quarters into some kind of fancy wire shenanigans there to prevent that sort of wraparound in front of your base flank action.
Yeah, that is especially annoying when flanking. I mean, if you think about it, if Wehrmacht goes right side, which is Seb is doing, they have the 2 gaps in the hedges, just the slight gap in the on the side of the house, and they have the wraparound, and then they can flank through the middle, sort of like this. What the hell is this middle thing? It escapes me anyway. But they can flank through there and on the right hand side.
Hedgerow.
No, the brick wall, and then there's like a little doorway.
Oh, the gate. Yeah, it's like a gate, huh? An archway.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's COH's Arch de Triomphe. That's for all you Frenchies out there. I know there's a bunch of y'alls. I see you in the chat. All right. So here we go. They're warming up. Nobody has seen one another as of yet. We see some piles rushing forward to the cutoff point for the left.
Losing ground out there.
Interesting, frequently and probably more often than not, you see Wehrmacht go left side, but Seb's all about the right side here. He's going to try to... He's had such an easy time of it capping that he's able to move his Volks over there and hold that cutoff point. Looks like a pretty good start for Seb. And they know when their time is up. They see the circling rifles and they just leave. And that's a really hard thing to do in COH. You're sort of drawn to fights. And it's really only the best players that you see are able to get out of fights without being sucked into them. And there you see Pez very beautifully backpedaling away from this, waiting for his second rifle, second Volksgrenadier infantry reinforcements to come up and aid before he wants to take these rifles on head-on. And that's a really strong stone house that they're in, those rifles. It's going to be tough to dislodge them.
Yeah, it just seems Wu is just trying to get a feel like, where can I flank? Where is the opening? Am I going to slip in through here? Am I going to find an exploit somewhere else? So I just get the feeling that Wu is just waiting for that time to flank and then just destroy as much as possible.
And you really notice the difference after watching a lot of 4ES games. Like, look how much less of the map Wu has capped. You know, he's been fighting with his rifles, and, you know, that there's that whole plus 16 ammo on the left, that if this was a 4ES, that thing would be his by now, you know what I mean? Oh, look, he sneaks into this house, but there's tons of rifles, tons of Volks there. Another rifle squad coming in. This is going to be a bloody fight, and I don't know who's going to win it. Oh, the rifles that are out on their own. Boom! Flamers pop, and that'll tip the balance really fast. And Wu has got to get out of there and run with his tail between his legs.
That was a really well-timed flamer. I mean, it just turned the battle, like, tide of battle just immediately. Like, Wu was just like, okay, I have to leave. There is no way I'm going to even have to stay in this fight.
And now look at this, Seb almost, wow, just skin of their teeth retreat. Those engineers wanted to lower that flag, but the MG had a beat on them, and it was nice how the Pios spotted for the MG to extend its line of sight by hiding behind that hedgerow, and they almost annihilated that engineer squad. And once again, Seb took the opportunity after winning that fight by his cutoff to move in and take Wu's cutoff.
Yeah, I really like this aggressive play by Seb. He plays defensively when he needs to, and then his counter-pushing as his Wehrmacht is so good. Like, you don't really see so many Wehrmacht players just push off an American player so early on, and then quickly rush up and cut them off and put on the pressure again.
So here we see an MG coming out, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered. There are rifles everywhere. Let's see. These flamers, they don't have time to be capping. Get back in the fight, boys. Here they come. And now they're going to go huddle around that MG and try to keep it alive. Look at all these folks stacked up in green cover by the hedgerow. These flamers are going to go take that other hedgerow, and the green cover is not helping these rifles. They're getting shredded. Here comes Wu's flamers. Let's see how they do. Wu also has a flanking rifle squad behind the MG. MG's packing. Whoa! Rifles take a mine. I never even saw that go down. The flamers are down to 2 guys with almost no health. They have to retreat. Rifles are still chasing these folks on their retreat, trying to get as many kills as they can, and Wu successfully pushes Seb off of that cutoff point. He's got to be careful, though. Oh boy, man, those rifles are so hurt, especially that squad with only 3 guys in the red cover of the road, but he knows nobody's going to shoot at him, so he's all right. Let's see where he goes next. He wanted to go for the cutoff, but Seb has still got an MG on the right-hand side to hold it.
Yeah, it just goes to show how, like, Wu got his territory back. Well, he was just about to connect it all up again, but, like, it was such an effort to move Seb off that it just makes Seb just get further and further into the game. And look, now he's just here with a flamer inside this house. He's just prepared for every single sort of cutoff that Wu's doing this game.
Really smart to get the flames in and then retreat, save that squad. It's a precious squad. Those flamers late game, particularly when they start getting vet, can be the most lethal of your infantry. And wow, look how they lower that haystack. No more green covers for you. A rifle guy running in circles as his flesh burns to a crisp. They've got to retreat. Once again, Seb is pressuring the cutoff. These rifles that are behind enemy lines, they got to stripe a vet, but they're going to have to bug out as well.
Front lines are collapsing.
And right now, Wu has got 1 engineer unit out on the field, and everything else is back in his base. He does have a supply yard up. I wonder where he's going to go next. He's got 50 fuel. He's got plenty of manpower, so he could put up motor pool, but he's not. Let's see what it's going to be. It's going to be motor pool.
Forward supply lines are broken.
And again, Seb cutting off Wu. Also, I'm not sure if Pez caught this, but when he used, when he cut off the strap point with the Pioneers, he went like far to the right of the point and then capped to the left, so that in case there was a mine there, he wouldn't hit it, which is like a really good precautionary move. I like that.
Nice, nice, nice. Better safe than sorry, and we know these guys like mines after seeing those games on Semwa. Now look how this MG is perfectly pointed to the left. Seb's got a sniper now, and there is absolutely no counter for that. Whoa! Wu sneaks in by the hedgerow. He's taking flame fire. He's taking Volk's fire. He annihilates a flamer squad. Not bad, not bad. Damage done. Time to run. But Wu is just hurting for resources. He's only got 17 fuel. He's only plus 10. He can't afford an M8, and he's not going to be able to afford an M8 until he connects either the left. And look at Seb. Wow, this is kind of a bluff. He's got the left cut off, and then he just removes all of his units from it and runs over to deal with the right-hand side. He's got nothing left there, and he's still holding the point. It's a great bluff move.
And even then, he's holding off this flank incoming as well, and this rifle and flamer squad should get suppressed.
Oh, they're taking MG fire to the face, but some crafty flamers sneak in. They almost get the flank off, but not. Was one rifle squad there chasing MP40 Volks. They're not going to get the kill. I thought they might annihilate that rifle squad, but their range is very low. It probably would have been better, actually, if they were unupgraded Volks to get that kill.
Grabbing territory from us.
So Wu's realized he can reconnect the left. Tons of fighting on the right. It's always funny to watch MP44s go up against Flamers. It's going to be violent, but if that MG starts firing, Flames are trying to get their oil into the house, but they do not take out that MG. The MG starts firing, and everybody's got to go. Once again, Seb is protecting. Let's see. No, he gets the pin right before they raise the point that would connect them to all the resources on the left. And the Flamers burn a guy, and just Seb, man, don't you get the feeling in this game that Seb refuses to lose? He is out to win this no matter what, and you can just feel it from his play. He's fast, he's making the right decisions, he's hopping up all over every single move that Wu makes. I'm very much liking our chances here for a Game 5.
Yeah, and look at this. He's laying down a bunker. If this turns into an MG bunker, we can forget about getting the left-hand side ever again. Like, with a machine gun bunker and, like, another machine gun covering that, there is no way he's going to get that strap point back. And, like, he's done so well to keep Wu off his resources that the M8 is only just coming out now and the pack has hit the field. So even though Seb's tier 2 was delayed, he's denied so many resources that he's just bought himself so much time, and that is just the perfect Vermont play. Like, this is actually perfect Vermont play on this map.
When the pack is on the field and setting up before the M8 hits the field, you know you're doing well as Wehrmacht. I mean, this M8 had no window. He's got his skirts there, but man, look at what he's going into. There's so much stuff there. The pack's cloaked and ready to go. Oh boy, though, this could get dangerous. Is the M8 going to try to plant a mine? Okay, the pack reveals itself. The M8 flanks. Here we have a huge micro battle. There are Volks coming in. They can Faust from the rear. They do. It takes about 30-40% off, but that M8 is still kiting. He kills one guy of the pack, one more, and that pack will be cleared. Let's see. Oh, the Volks are recharging. They wish they could shoot again.
Seizing territory.
This pack, he's trying to move. Here come all of the American infantry. The snipers taking pops at him, but there's too much stuff there. These MP44 Volks, they got to retreat before they get annihilated. Oh, the M8 is still kiting this pack. The Volks do save their lives. The pack is running for his life. He's cleared. I wonder if Wu will try to steal it. If that happens, whoa, huge mine. Huge mine right in front of the Wehrmacht quarters, and the sniper perfectly positioned to prevent the steal. Wu gets it. He's backpedaling away, but the MG actually says none of that. And what could have been just a huge boon for Americans winds up being no boon at all. The pack will be quickly remanned. The M8 is down. The snipers are plugging away, and Wu is none the better for it.
Well, it just shows Seb is prepared everywhere. Like, I didn't even see that mine go down, and I was like, oh, he might be in trouble, and suddenly, boom, you know, he's just like, he was behind, and now he's like severely ahead again. This guy's preparation is just next level. There's just no other way to describe it.
Without that mine, it would be an entirely different game. If that mine was not there, that M8 keeps killing guys. He protects the pack steal. The snipers don't get a chance to clear it because that M8 is up in their faces. Might have even got one of those snipers. Who knows what. It would be a long time before the Volks were ready to come out and try another Faust. That mine changed the landscape of this game massively.
And yeah, it just goes to show, we say it so often, and mines win games, you know, it's one of those things that can never be said enough because it's so true.
They're taking one of our points.
Wu's got himself a triage center, and he's got a lot of injured guys. They're all being healed up. No bars yet, nothing building in the rack. He's really got plus 10 fuel coming in. He's got practically nothing. I mean, that's it. Plus 0 ammo, plus 10 fuel. Seb is dominating the map. What's he doing now? He's clearing the wall. Hey, that's that wall from the video where the Tiger busts through. The pack wants to clear it out and increase his range of fire. Wu knows he's behind, and I just would not want to be him trying to think his way out of this one.
Yeah, looking at the resources that Seb has, I mean, he has 182 fuel in the bank, 121 munitions.
Germans are
So,
seizing territory.
yeah, he's gone terror, by the way. So he has prop wall ready in case like some huge flank comes and he needs it as a get out of jail free card. But I mean, in terms of tech and veterancy, with coming up to 200 fuel, he can do whatever he pleases at this point.
Our forces
Ooh,
are
the
taking
rifles
casualties.
narrowly miss a mine there. They're coming across the road. The MG's got a nice setup. These two snipers want to move left and help out with the fight. They've been teeing off. And Wu has to bug out even before the snipers get there. I love listening to this this pack shooting off in the distance. Uh-oh. These rifles are not... Ooh, they're crawling. They're retreating finally. But I love the sound in the distance of that pack firing away. It's like some massive cannon there. Oh, those rifles find the mine. And then the snipers start working on them.
Losing ground
And,
out there.
oh, good grief. Wu cannot get an edge anywhere.
Squad, reinforced. Taking fire.
One of Seb's snipers has 9, and the other one has 14. And there's no counter.
War machine is raring to go.
And Wu just gets suppressed just as he walks outside of his base in that that money house, as I like to call it.
So Wu has chosen to go armor purely for fast deployment. It's like, what can help him at all? Like he has no munitions. It's +0. He's got 4 in the bank. He's playing without any resources at all. You're right. As soon as that bunker went down, and the MG bunker, it was like lights out for American resources.
This block is in terrible trouble.
Axis hold the initiative.
So, tell me, he has no munitions to actually get Scots on this M8, right?
0. 4 in the bank, +0 coming in. Yeah, you can't even afford skirts. That's a sad M8, right? When you see an M8 running around without skirts, that's like one pack shot and he's gone.
Yeah, it feels naked.
And look where he's going. Oh, he
Germans
thought
are
wiser
taking
of
one
it.
of our points.
Wheels and grease ready to go.
Look at these 2 snipers just running around uncloaked, just knocking off rifles. They're not afraid of anything.
Oh wow, okay, Seb really is gonna put the nail in the coffin. Panzer Command has just started building, and he can make a Panther if he wanted to, like, just because.
This M8 wants to get up on those snipers. I'm sure he's clicking unit snipe, trying to follow those snipers. But look at that, he drove right by one and didn't even light it up. He is getting a couple MG kills, but the snipers are going to be fine. He's trying to flank the bunker with a flamer squad, trying to get that horribly annoying bunker down, but he just runs right into MG fire. 2 snipers. The flamers are down to 1 man, and man, wow, okay. Whoa, oh no, Wehrmacht mine there. If that M8 hits that Wehrmacht mine, I thought, oh, he does. What? I thought he killed the sniper. The sniper's still alive. The pack comes across from the right-hand side. This unskirted M8 takes 1 shot and it's almost dead. The Volks could almost kill it with small arms fire. Maybe the pack guy was going to get it with a Luger. I don't know. Or maybe that M8 is just going to sneak out of there. How did that happen? I can't believe it.
We hold the initiative.
Yeah, just goes to show how vulnerable unskirted M8s are. Like, he was lucky he got a main gun destroyed. Usually it just one-shots the thing and that's it.
I can't believe that M8 survived that. I mean, it was almost like Seb's toying with him now. He could have easily Fausted it. He's salvaging the first M8. Always love to see that.
Supply lines are broken.
And Panzer IV is now being
Both
made.
snipers survived, right? I mean, I thought one of them got killed there for a second. It looked like it was under the M8's treads, but I think they both lived, right? Yeah, they're both out there
yeah,
still.
both are.
Yeah, with no fuel and no ammo as Americans, what are you going to do? This is just Wu. I don't know what he's looking for here, what he thinks he can do with this, but I admire his fighting spirit trying to stay in this, trying to figure out a way to claw his way back in. But as soon as your Ostwind or whatever it is comes out, this is going to be over.
Yeah, and he's
What
also
is it, by the way?
he's getting tank vet as well. It's a Panzer IV that's just popping out, and he's using
P4,
just put up
nice.
a Kampfcraft center to get veterancy as well. So I mean, he can just get 1 Panzer IV with Vet 3 and just destroy everything if he wanted to.
Supply lines are broke. Crowds have cut territory.
Yeah, the superfluous tank. The P4 that wasn't really needed.
We got him.
Yeah.
We got him. We now have a weapon support
Unit
center.
sniped, unit sniped, unit sniped. We're talking about 15 on one,
Greyhound is ready.
18 on another. No possible counter. Wu just, you know, like running up against a wall here. I like to see the little bit of raiding on the left to buy himself some time. It's cute, but it's not going to last long. Look what's coming.
I wonder what an unscoped M8 can do to survive against the P4 if it dies in one hit on.
I don't think it would die in one hit from a P4. That cannon doesn't hit that hard. We might find out. He's still only got 4 ammo, so it's not like he'll be getting skirts anytime soon. Here comes the P4, maybe if it's a rear armor shot. Oh, P4's chilling. Let's see, is he going to go into the base? Little base rush here? I don't even know if Wu has stickies yet. Probably not. He can't. He might not even have the. Well, he does have 36 fuel in the bank. He keeps making. Well, he's making an AT gun now. That's probably smart. He just got force retreated off the right-hand side, and yeah, Seb is just saying, "There's no way I will allow you any chance to come back in this."
I mean,
So
think
once
about
again,
like
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, like, even if, like, somehow Wu managed to even somehow turn this about, the fact that Seb has gone terror, there will be a King Tiger as well, so that is just something he will have to deal with, even if he gets any.
The Germans are after one of
You know,
our
as
munitions.
casters, or at least our secretary, Sexy Plexi out there, like somebody on our side should be keeping track of VPs, because I want to go to the desk and say, who's leading on VPs, who's going to have faction choice, you know, when this goes to Game 5. I am really curious, and I have absolutely no
Taking
idea.
casualties.
Get on that, Plexi. Yeah, you. I see you. Are you really keeping track? She says she's keeping track. I don't believe her. I think I'm getting trolled again. Well, then who's got how much then? Tell me. Okay, here it is. It's the AT gun creep on the left-hand side. Got that P4 scared and running. Force retreat. I see pamphlets all over Angerville. That's a funny word, isn't it? Pamphlet. Just say it. It's a funny word.
Supply lines are broken.
Pamphlet.
We have territory out of supply.
That doesn't sound right, does it? Sounds horrible. Little time sink, ain't much of this left. 21 minutes and 20 seconds. And Wu finally on that mark after building a counter sniper. Who's the boogeyman? Game over. Yeah, Seb. Whoa. I mean, Wu showed us some amazing action with his Americans on Semwa. Just incredible flanks and maneuvers. And you'd think that it's harder to pull that off on a map like Semwa, but who knows, maybe he's getting tired, but I think more than anything it's Seb's refuse to lose attitude. There is no way he's going down 3-1, right? So here we go, folks. Episode 2, Biosparks, we're going to an ace game, man. What do you think?
I'm actually really happy that so far every single SNF has gone to, 5 games in total, because it just goes to show that we are, getting the best of the best players out there, and it's so close, that the quality of these players, that there isn't much difference, that it would always go to an ace game, and I just love it. Yeah, I just love it.
Well, you'll be able to get your popcorn out and kick back and watch Game 5 from the front row VIP seats, because we'll be bringing Seth back. So, Bio, thank you very much. You were awesome tonight. Anything you want to say? Any shout-outs?
Shout out
how about to your new 2v2 partner, Contador?
Oh yeah, yeah. The secret is out. If you see me and Contador playing together, we don't worry. We still hate each other, man. We call each other noobs and flame each other and get invisible all the time. But don't worry, man. We hang.
I don't know. I'm seeing some like bro love like brewing between you two guys.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right. So, fight fans, 400 plus of you. We love every one of you. Thanks for coming out. And I don't even need to ask you to stick around because you're hooked now, suckers. We got Game 5 coming up with Cepha commentating. We'll be right back.